Hello Year 4s and welcome back. In the previous lesson, you were doing your final presentation of your folk tales that you have spent weeks planning and editing and making sure they are perfect. We were looking at expression and intonation when you are talking. Now that we have finished folk tales, we will be moving on to a new topic. And this one we are going to have with a little bit of a link to what is going on at school. So some of you have gone back to school, some of you haven't. So we are still continuing with these videos so that you can still carry on your learning just like we are doing at school here. So this week, we are starting a new topic. We are going to be looking at poetry. More specifically, we are going to be looking at some Abba songs. And Abba, if you haven't already learned or you don't already know, is a band, a very famous band from Scandinavia. Now, you will know that our topic for this week at school is Scandinavia. And we will be learning a little bit more about them about this in Mrs. Shah's videos. So what I would like you to do now is pause the video if you haven't already seen it and go and research one or two songs from Abba. You may have heard Dancing Queen. You may have heard Waterloo. So those are one or two of the songs that you may have listened to. If you haven't, go and ask your adults about who the band Abba is and see if they know any of the songs. In this lesson, we will be going through a PowerPoint that will help us to better understand a rhyming scheme in songs, but also in poetry. We are going to be looking at what a rhyming scheme is. So rhyming words are words that sound the same at the end. And these are words like cat, hat, or jumping, bumping, mellow, yellow, found and round. These are all rhyming words because they sound the same at the ends. So when a poem has rhyming words at the end of the line, these are called end rhymes. So an example of this, a very simple example, is my cat is nice, my cat likes mice. Mice and nice are obviously the rhyming words at the end of the lines. A rhyming scheme is what we are going to be looking at. So you should have heard of this before, but we're going to say it together. Rhyming scheme. Rhyming scheme. So a rhyming scheme is a way of describing the pattern of end rhymes in a poem. Each new sound at the end of a line is given a letter starting with A, then B, and so on. If an end sound repeats the end sound of an earlier line, it gets the same letter as the earlier line. So what I would like you to do is pause this video now and go and have a listen to the song by Abba, our Scandinavian band that we are going to be listening to. You are looking for the song Waterloo. So pause the video now and go and watch the song called Waterloo. A rhyming scheme, obviously we've just discussed, is something that sounds the same at the end of a line. So it's called an end rhyme. And this is one of the verses from the song that you have just listened to. So it says, my, at Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. Oh yeah, and I have met my destiny in quite a similar way. The history book on the shelf is always repeating itself. Waterloo, I was defeated, you won the war. Waterloo, promised to love you forevermore. Waterloo, can't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. So that is a paragraph from that song. So if we take a moment, let's have a look at the rhyming scheme we can find in the song. The more important bit is the bit that obviously repeats over and over again. So we can see that the first few lines, I've put little X's next to them because they don't have anything that rhymes with them. But the rhyming bit we can see is the bit that says the history book on the shelf, always repeating itself. Waterloo, I was defeated, you won the war. Waterloo, promised to love you forevermore. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. So our rhyming words there are shelf, itself, war, more, to, and you. You will notice that these ones they are not spelt the same, but they sound the same. And so we have an AA, BB, and CC structure to our rhyming scheme. Here are three slightly different cat poems, each with a different rhyming scheme. The first one is AA, BB, the second one is AB, AB, and the third one is ABC, B. And you will remember that each letter goes with a new sound. So we have my cat is nice, my cat likes mice, my cat is fat, I like my cat. My cat is nice, my cat is fat. My cat likes mice, I like my cat. So that is the ABAB one. And then we have my cat is grey, my cat is fat, my cat is cute, I like my cat. A, B, C, and then B. When you are writing poems, your rhyming structure does not have to go AA, BB, AA, BB. This shows you that it can actually have a different type of structure, but you do see even in the last one, there is a rhyme. So it goes A, B, C, and then it goes back to B. My task to you today is the following. Go and listen to another Abba song and see if you can recognize where the rhyming structure in it is. My suggestion to you would be a song like Mamma Mia. It would be a good one to start with and see if you can find a rhyming structure within that song. And tell me what kind of a structure it is. Is it AABB? Is it ABCB? Is it ABAB? You tell me, what is the rhyming structure in that song?